Hello.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Happy Friday. Welcome to Fries'
Fries.
Corner Bar.
Welcome. Okay, so we have a nice show tonight.
Rajin Cajun.
Go ahead. Why don't you tell them what you're going to be doing?
Okay.
You can look at the
That's the camera.
That's the camera.
That's
It's not
the camera.
back there.
Okay. Anyway, last week I was looking back a lot and I got a little trouble for that. So anyways, I'm going to try to focus on the camera tonight. I am making a chicken and sausage gumbo. And gumbo is basically just a nice roux that you make with some good fresh vegetables. It's got celery, onions, put an orange pepper in there instead of a green. And then I have some andouille sausage, but I didn't want to use andouille. I decided to use chorizo, which is a Portuguese style hot sausage.
Which it really is not.
Well, the andouille sausage they had, I didn't like the brand, and I didn't like some of the ingredients when I'd read it, because I always read the ingredients on things. So I felt this was a better choice, and it's still spicy, so it's not going to change really the meal that much. So
Hide that crawler.
Okay.
Okay, so if you've joined us, we love for you to let us know you're here. Say hello. And I have two cocktails tonight. They are Cajun or Louisiana cocktails. One is the classic Sazerac, which is one of my favorites. And then last night I made a cocktail called a Creole Gimlet, and it was really delicious. But I'm going to start with the Sazerac. But we have, did you have other things, or do you want me to just go ahead and start?
No, I think go ahead and start. And then while you're doing that, I can check, because I have some rice cooking that I'm going to be serving up. And in a few minutes, I'll be making, showing you how I'm going to serve up this. It's not going to be like plated, because it's gumbo, which is sort of like a broth and
it's a stew.
Sort of like a stew. So anyway, good luck.
Thank you. So I'm going to put the Sazerac recipe up. And so Sazerac has an absinthe wash. So it's we're going to wash the glass. Now there's many different ways to wash a glass. And I'm going to try a different method tonight. But one of the ways is first you want to get the glass a little bit wet, and then you can just pour some of the Sazerac the absinthe in, and twirl the glass around. The other is, if you're doing a lot of these, you may want to get an aerosol spritzer, and you can spritz. But I'm not going to spritz tonight. Tonight I saw a new method, which I'm going to give a try. See if it's because I actually think this method sounds simpler. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to fill your glass completely filled with ice. And this is a liquor drink. So we're going to stir it, and we're going to serve it in an old-fashioned glass. And this is actually a small old-fashioned glass, just because I'm not going to put any ice in it or anything. I wanted a small glass. So then you have your ice in the glass. And then what we are going to do is we are going to measure out a 1/4 ounce, and we're going to pour that over the ice. And this is the last of what I had. We bought this years ago when we were in Paris.
No, we actually bought
south
that.
Of France.
Yeah, St. Paul Vernu.
So
I guess I should make another trip over there to get another bottle.
Yes.
Maybe get a larger one this time.
And then we are going to take water, and we are going to fill our glass with water. So this is actually going to coat that glass. So we are I'm just going to put these to the side. They are why I mix the rest of the cocktail. And as I said, this is a liquor drink. So we always stir. Oh, we have a couple comments here. Jeannie. Hello, how are you? Hello from O'Fallon. It's good to see you. And Jane, hi, Mike and Shannon. Favorite part of Friday. Thank you very much. Mike Sleeper's here. Hi, Mike. Good to see you. And Dory says, absinthe wash is awesome. Yes, I love absinthe. It's kind kind of like a licorice flavor if you haven't had it. So this cocktail is going to take 1.5 ounces of rye whiskey, and we are going to use Angel's Envy, and I always make mine double. And then we are going to put cognac. One of the things, the actual original Sazerac recipe was made with 100% cognac. It wasn't until later on that they mixed up the recipe, made different versions of the recipe and added the whiskey. So this is 1/2 ounce of cognac. And then we are going to use the Demerara simple syrup. And we're going to use 2 teaspoons. So I have my bar measures here. Demerara is a type of, it's not as refined. It's a little more molasses tasting. And I just want to make sure I have the right. So I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of the simple syrup. A lot of times you can put this in the glass with, you know, just the actual sugar cube in the glass. But I find when you use the actual simple syrup, I prefer it because it gets a consistent sugar taste throughout the drink. You don't get like chunks of
and you won't have sugar residue at the bottom of the glass.
Right. And then I'm going to use Pashad's bitters. I'm going to use 4 dashes of this. I'm going to put 8 in. This is bitters from New Orleans. So a dash is a big dash. And then we are going to use 1 dash of the Angostura. And then we're going to fill our mixing glass to ice at the top. And I'm going to stir. And why I stir this, I'm going to put the, do you want to talk about stuff, or did you want to?
Yeah, I want to actually talk a little bit, just for a minute on this, and then we can serve up if you want while you're stirring.
Okay, let me just, let me take the recipe off screen. So, and I'll put the food cam on.
Okay.
So I'm going to hide this. Oh, we got a couple comments here. Oh, but I can't, I got to stir. I don't want my drink to get too diluted.
We'll get right to those comments in about 2 minutes, because I just want to say something real quick.
There's your chicken.
All right. So whenever I cook with proteins like chicken or pork and the recipe calls for oil or I'm going to saute something, what I try to do is always trim out that protein. Now, if this was a nice steak, I'm going to throw this on the grill, I would never trim off any of that fat, because that fat is actually heart healthy to some degree, as well as it provides a lot of flavor. In this dish that I made tonight, it's important that you don't want to follow the recipe and then have extra fat showing up because your protein has fat. So what I always try to do, and I do this with pork tenderloin, on that I try to skim off what's called the silver skin. On here, this is pretty well trimmed up. I got this as organic, skinless, boneless chicken thighs. But there is still some residual on there that if I was making this recipe, and I did this tonight on the chicken I had, is I would grab a hold of this fat with my knife, trying to not cut into the meat itself. Okay. So you just sort of grab a hold of the fat, try to not trim into the meat, and just slowly and easily trim that off. And I know this doesn't look like a lot, but when this actually renders down, there's a lot more fat there than you think there is. So you just sort of trim it. What?
I said I need to get pouring.
Okay, well, go ahead, pour.
Well, I wanted to explain something here. So
So anyway, I'm going to finish up. You got the point. Trim off the fat, and you're good. This is going to be used tomorrow. These chicken thighs here. Sorry, Shannon.
It's okay. So now what I'm going to do, as I, kind of sounds wasteful, but I'm going to dump the ice and the water. You can still smell the absinthe in the glass. And now this cocktail is served straight up. So we're not going to put any rocks or any ice in the glass. And we are just going to pour it up. And then I am going to take, I have 2 different lemon swaths. So the first one, I'm going to kind of squirt around the edge, rub on the edge of the glass. And then the second one, right into the middle of the glass. And we're going to drop that into the cocktail. So if you kind of want to go around the edges. And then right in the center of the cocktail and drop it in. And this is your Sazerac.
Okay.
So cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby. I love you.
Love you. More?
So let me read comments, and then you can talk about the stuff you wanted to talk about. Okay, so let's see. We have
I can't read
Mike
any of that.
Sleeper says, booze doesn't go bad and a liquor run to Paris, totally reasonable. I agree.
I probably would need someone to go with me on that trip, Mike. I know you have been there.
Oh, Charlotte and Laura are here.
Oh, hey, Charlotte.
Hey, welcome,
Laura.
guys.
Charlotte would probably go with us to France.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we don't need to go to Paris per se, but just France in general.
Robin, hi, how are you? Welcome.
Hello.
And I think those are the comments. So yes.
Okay.
Totally agree. And this is
a tasty little cocktail.
Very good cocktail.
Okay. So I just had a couple of things I wanted to talk about tonight. Let's see. I'll show you what I made in just a couple of seconds, but it is Jake's birthday on the 24th. Jake Frizey will be 25 years old.
Yeah, so Jake is our youngest son.
Yes. So
Happy birthday, Jake.
Yes.
Even though we know he will never watch the show.
Never, ever. No. He doesn't do Facebook. He doesn't want to watch our show. He doesn't want to see his parents do this stuff. So I just want to say happy birthday to Jake. 25 years. It's kind of a milestone birthday. I'm very proud of him and everything he's accomplished and what he's done. Let's see. There's something else coming up on Monday. Oh, what could it be? Monday. The 25th. What would that be?
October 25th is our 36-year wedding anniversary.
Yes.
So
happy
anniversary.
I love you, baby.
I love you. So, okay.
And then I still want to have a couple of things to say. Don't cut me off. I can't read all of my writing here.
Well, the rest is wine pairing, which is later.
What is that? Oh, yeah. Okay. And then I also want to just do a shout out. A good friend from Missouri passed away the other day. Butch Mills, Eugene Butch Mills. Butch was a riot of a guy. Had a ton of fun with him back then. And he was just a couple of months older than me. So it's just want to say cheers. Say hi to all the...
You need to do these at the end of the show.
To all my friends back there that knew Butch, Mike Jones, Diane Jones, Judy Miller, Nancy and Linda Hillerman, all the people that we used to hang with, Rick Schwenker. I'm sure a lot of the Washington people that watch the show will remember all these people. So anyway, cheers, Butch.
Okay, and Charlotte says, when are we going to France?
As soon as we can get our tickets.
That's right. As soon as we can. Well, we got to check our passport expiration.
No, mine's good. I'm good till the 26th or the 2026.
Okay, so I have one more cocktail. You have your food. Do you want to dish up your food and then have me do the cocktail, or what do you want to do?
Yeah.
That
sounds good.
Okay. I'll make the cocktail.
Yeah, make the cocktail because it's gonna take me a minute.
I see that. Okay, as always, so this is our shake and drink. So this drink is absolutely delicious. I made this and I was so surprised. Sorry, I gotta pull up the recipe. I was actually surprised at how good it tastes. So as always, when we are making we're gonna serve this straight up. We have our wine glasses, our coupe glasses chilling. They've been chilling for a while, so the ice was actually melted, but it's just ice and water. So I am dumping those out. And this cocktail is a gin-based cocktail, and I am using Plymouth gin, which we actually used this gin last week, and I really liked it for this gimlet because it's a citrusy flavor, and I think it really goes with the other ingredient in this drink, which kind of makes it Cajun, is Valernum. Now, Valernum is a Caribbean liqueur. It's from Barbados. It's a rum-based, and it's infused with lime and almond and ginger notes. So we have it. I always like to try to find, use liquors that we have. We purchased this because it's a key ingredient in a Mai Tai. So if you like Mai Tais and you like making tiki drinks, Valernum is a liqueur that you use frequently in those cocktails. And as always in our gimlets, we have the lime cordial that I love to make. I'm addicted to this stuff now,
So
good. Which is 50% lime juice. Well, it's 1 part lime juice, 1 part sugar, and then you peel off all of before you squeeze the limes, you peel off all the rinds, and you let that sit in a mason jar, and you keep shaking. You shake it like once a day for a week, and then you come up with this wonderful lime cordial. So we are going to start with this. So this drink takes 2.5 ounces of the gin. So I'm going to measure out 5 ounces of gin, believe it or not. Whoops.
Whoa.
I splashed some of it off because I had that too much stuff on my. Oh, and now we're getting low on our gin. This gin. Luckily, I bought a case of that. We love that Hendrick's Midsummer Solstice gin. We absolutely love that. And it's a limited edition. And I was trying to find it at stores around here, and I couldn't find it. And I found it at one liquor store. And how many did I buy?
12 bottles.
I bought 2 cases, which was 12 bottles. So,
yeah, case is 6 bottles.
So we have our stock of Midsummer Solstice gin, because that makes a lovely gimlet.
Well, that makes a lot of lovely cocktails. Honestly,
so this is a 1/2 ounce of the Valernum. And then we're going to put just a little. So the Valernum does have some sweetness to it. And so that's why and it does have a lime flavor. So here we're only going to put a 1/4 ounce of the lime cordial in the cocktail. And then our little Creole influence. Again, we're going to use the Pashad's bitters. And that was 1 dash for each serving. And then we are going to shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake. And why I shake? Did you have other things you want to talk about?
Yeah, I wanted to give just a quick shout out to a few people that helped me with the show. And they kind of help behind the scenes. I want to say hi to Mark at Stop and Shop. Hopefully we have duck on sale next week. Anyway, so what?
Yeah.
Shake, shake, shake. And I want to do a shout out to Pravetti's over in Hanover, to DJ and Stephanie for helping me today. They helped me with some lobster tails, and I forgot the guy's name that helped me with some fillets that I picked up. But anyway, shout out to those guys. Mark Geis helps me at Stop and Shop with duck, and he gives me some good inside information, and he said he was going to watch the show tonight. So I don't have anything else to really say, but
and we're going to garnish this with a lime wheel.
Ooh, that's fancy.
And as you notice, I double strained. Anytime you shake, the fine mesh strainer is a must. It gets out any particular, and even like the little ice chunks, because you really don't want those little ice chunks. And there is your Creole gimlet. It's a beautiful pink color, and
it tastes even better than it looks. So cheers, baby.
So,
I love you so much. Happy anniversary again.
Love you.
Hope you got me something great.
I did. See these mics we have on?
Okay. Anyway.
Let me just hide this picture. And then you can wrap
it up.
Well, were you gonna? Well, let me just go through the comments.
Okay.
So let's see what else we got. Kevin Shoei says, "Happy anniversary, you two lovebirds." Thank you very
Kevin.
much. And Carolyn says, "Shake it, cause there's juice." You got it, girl. You got it, girl. Okay, so
All right,
we're gonna turn the
web-
food cam
Yeah,
on.
throw that thing on there. So the way this is going to work is this is a lettuce salad with a strawberry vinaigrette dressing that I made. There's some dehydrated strawberries in there. You can't necessarily see them. This is some jasmine rice that I had done in the rice cooker.
You gotta put it over there.
Yes, I know. And so this here is gumbo. Gumbo is not, there's several different varieties. This is Paul Prudhomme's, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Famous Cajun chef down in New Orleans. This is his original recipe. I followed it to the letter. I made a couple of errors in making it, only in terms of how I did some of the earlier prep.
You don't need to talk about the errors you made. They don't know. They can't see it.
Yes. Well, I want to be honest. So anyway, it's not very hard, but there's quite a few ingredients, and it was actually enjoyable to make it. So what I have in here is linguiça sausage, chicken. I did bone. We do a lot of chicken. We do boneless, skinless chicken thighs a lot. So I use that versus cutting up a chicken. And then I have chorizo sausage, peppers, onions, and celery, garlic, bay leaf.
So the entire recipe is at www.Fry's Corner Bar under recipes.
That's
So you
right.
can look that up.
And we also want to encourage you guys to try to go to YouTube to Fry's Corner Bar and subscribe to that.
Yes. If you can go to our YouTube channel, so it's Fry's Corner Bar. It's at Fry's Corner Bar on YouTube. We actually this will be our 51st video that we've posted. But right now we have like 14 people that subscribe. We're trying to get we'd like to get the subscribers up because we have like 400. I mean, we have over 500 people that follow us on Facebook, and we'd like to get our subscribers on YouTube up because it helps with the web searches and helps with everything. And we actually started watching the shows on YouTube because we have a television, and if you have a Roku or a Wi-Fi television, it's very easy to watch shows on YouTube. So as Jeannie says, you can watch the rewinds on television.
Yes.
So
and it's interesting because I went on and looked at all the statistics, and we have people in Norway, Australia, the UK, Germany, other parts of the country here in the US. And so we're just trying to do to grow our subscribership, but we do none of this for any profit, nothing. It's just fun. It's because one, she likes to be the bartender, and I enjoy cooking.
And he likes to talk.
When she allows me to.
Yeah.
So.
Mike Pellrine says, looks awesome. Hi from the Pellrines. Thank you, Mike and Betsy, for joining. And
Freebird!
As always, we appreciate you guys watching. We have fun. It makes our Friday nights great. And we love the interaction, love the comments. And if you want to see something, have any questions, we would love to research out anything you'd like for us to research.
Oh, and one last thing. I just wanted to say is that
I told him, I said, once I wind the show down, it's it. Let's stop.
I know, but I forgot.
And then he'll go, wait, 5 more minutes. We'll be back.
5 more minutes. Well, the rice, I forgot to say. The rice goes into the gumbo, and then you stir it up.
Let me show it on the web.
Yeah, I know. I forgot to do this part.
Wait, don't do it yet.
No, well, it's already in there. Well, they can see it.
Supposed to be. No, they can't.
Turn on the camera. So anyway, then you take the rice, and then this is the way that you do this. So then you just mix it all up, and then you have everything you need. Love New Orleans. I don't know if I'll ever go back, but it was fun. So anyway.
And you should, at next show, you can talk about your rice cooker because that was an addition. We got that for Christmas and it was a good addition.
No, next show we're going to talk about Halloween. So
Yes.
I actually, wait 1 second.
Here we go again. Oh,
I was thinking of letting my hair grow and I came up with this style. So I thought this might be good.
yeah.
What do you think? Huh?
Yeah, you look like a Raging Cajun. All you need is the mullet behind.
Well, it kind of is a mullet.
Well, no, a mullet would be down to here.
Anyway,
Okay.
so cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Good night.
Good night. And hope you enjoy your cocktails.